Welcome everyone to the 4Q podcast. I can't believe we're finally doing it. I'm Sheena. I'm going to be your host. Now, let's introduce me and then I'm going to introduce the podcast. So, who the hell am I? Well, I'm Sheena. I'm the owner and founder of Savasana Collective. We do holistic psychology, coaching, and social work through our courses, retreats, and hopefully in the future we'll have a membership too. Now, I have a Bachelor of Psychology, a Master's of Counselling, and a Master's of Social Work. And I've worked in a few different areas. So I've worked in children and families with trauma, attachment, in the child safety system, that kind of thing. I've worked in youth mental health, so from 12 to 25-year-olds. And I've also worked with adult mental health, so adult mental health and drug and alcohol. And I've also worked in employee assistance programs, working with people affected, particularly now by coronavirus. So that is a bit of my journey. I'm also, as a person, I love watching true crime. I could fall asleep easily after watching true crime, but give me a horror movie and I think there's ghosts in my bedroom. I love red wine. I love beach days. I love Chipotle. Anything that's sweet potato fries, you totally got me. I'm down. I'm also a mother of a toddler, which is great fun. I'm a friend to some really awesome people. I've got brothers. I'm a daughter. And my love languages are words of affirmation and physical touch. Now, you're probably going, why do I care about what her love languages are? But one of our courses that we run is around relationships. And so you'll hear me asking each of our guests what their love language is, because I really want to make sure that we start to use that language a bit more to understand each other so we all can feel a bit more connected and a bit more loved too. So that's it. If there's any questions, if you ever have any questions about me, I'm a pretty easy person to talk to. I'm a pretty open book. So if you want to ever find us and our business, the best place to go is Instagram. So instagram.com/Savasana Collective. And again, that's SAVASANA Collective. That's the best place to find us, or savasanacollective.com. Connect with us, join our community. We're on Facebook as well. And we can't wait to share this journey with you. And you'll hear it in the next description about the podcast, about what my concerns are and why I've started this podcast. So let's jump into it. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. I'm so excited. This has been something I've been meaning to do for ages, been leaning against it and leaning away, but I'm finally leaning in. So thanks for being here, and let's jump in to the first episode of the 4Q podcast. Hey, I'm Sheena Shuey. I'm a registered social worker and host of the 4Q podcast. I'm passionate about normalising, not pathologising life, and that's not easy. So each episode, I have amazing guests on to share the messy, beautiful ups and downs of life in 4 key questions with tips and tricks along the way. There are moments in life where you can embrace your story and understand that it's okay not to feel okay sometimes. So let's get into it. This is the 4Q podcast. So let's talk about why I'm starting this podcast. So I've seen the growth of stress, anxiety, depression across all ages, young to old. I've seen children experience trauma and children being medicated. I've seen our wisest, most knowledgeable elders being put into homes and forgotten about. And I've been through my own struggles, and I still have bad days sometimes, but that's life. And we shouldn't try to run away from life. It's messy and beautiful, painful and uplifting. It's life. And so this podcast is for anyone out there and everyone out there to understand that experiencing stress, anxiety, depression is a normal reaction to an abnormal world that we're living in. We're not in a world that's conducive to the way we're meant to be, and I'm a real advocate for trying to get back to natural ways of being and to realize that we need to change things so that we can go back to being our wholehearted, true selves, whether that's being connected to each other, connected to nature, connected to our families, our friends, to our culture, to our spirit. We need to find that in ourselves again, and we need to normalize life and stop running from it and stop pathologizing it. And so that's why I'm sharing stories, to know that we are not alone and you're not alone. We are all imperfect, but we are each other's greatest resource. So I don't know where this podcast is going to go. I don't know what the journey is going to look like, but I hope that if you're out there and you've ever felt lost or uncertain or stressed or just feeling like things could be better, they can. If we work together, we really can create a beautiful community and make the changes in the world that we want to see, so we can go back to being who we really are, and we can reduce the levels of stress, anxiety, and depression that we're all feeling. Because really, at the end of the day, that is a normal reaction to what's going on around us. So thank you for sharing this journey with me. I'm so happy that you're here, and let's jump into whatever this journey's going to be. I hope you get something out of it. And if you do like it, of course, reach out. Let me know. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm an open book, and you'll start to discover that as we move along. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this precious commodity of time with me. And I hope that you get whatever you need to get out of these podcasts. I hope you get it. All right, let's jump in. I'm so happy to be here with you. Bye.